Still, water reflects clearly. Disturbed water distorts everything. The water doesn't need intention. It needs stillness. As a human, how many things do you do?
At the most basic level, very few. Breathing, sensing, thinking, feeling, moving, remembering, imagining, reacting.
The light of society.
There are only the senses moving through experience. Seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, smelling, thinking. That's it.
The rest is layering. Labels, roles, narratives, identities wearing different jackets, pretending to be separate lives. Strip away the story, and the human experience is surprisingly simple. We perceive, interpret, and respond.
Six senses gather the world. Conditioning gives it meaning.
The nervous system reacts. Consciousness watches the play unfold like fire watching its own smoke. Civilizations were built from those few movements. Life as we know it, at its very core, it is attention in motion.
Life is attention in motion. Emotion moves attention when the mind is unconscious. And that's the normal state of the average human. A very handful of individuals are self-aware of their emotional impulses. Meaning emotionally immature or independent. We praise financial independence but barely mention emotional independence. Now, we all know what happens to a country when it is not independent.
Same law, different scale. One moment becomes success. Another becomes failure. One sensation becomes love. Another becomes pain. But beneath the naming, existence is happening in complete simplicity. The mind complicates what life never asked to be complicated. Humans believe they are living consciously, but most of their lives are reactions pretending to be choices.
Everything else is layering. Names, meanings, stories, identities. The mind cuts reality into fragments and then gets lost inside the labels it created.
What we call our life is often just attention split in 1,000 directions at once, pulled by fear, desire, memory, and endless interpretation.
New wine is not poured into old wineskins. Jesus of Nazareth. Desire and loneliness pull people forward like puppets on a stage. We often think transformation means adding something new to ourselves. More knowledge, more spirituality, more techniques, more high vibration. But the old container remains untouched.
Attention sees. Intention tries.
all orbiting the same unseen hunger. It is a carousel of ghosts. As Jesus said in the Gospel of Thomas, the dead are not living, and the living will not die. Mechanical steps of the masses. They are physically awake, walking through their lives, yet inwardly, they are fast asleep in a dream they did not choose. The same fear, the same performance, the same hidden avoidance of wearing sacred clothing. New wine is dangerous to old structures. Real truth does not decorate the ego, it pressures it, expands it, sometimes tears it open. That is why many confuse awakening with self-improvement. One is alignment. He observes a desire for status emerge and fade without moving his feet. The other is repainting the prison walls with cosmic colors. The old wineskin cannot hold what is alive, not because it is evil, but because it was built for survival, not truth. And here is the part that few speak about. Most people prefer the old wine. Predictable suffering feels safer than living transformation. The familiar cage becomes identity. Real change is not adding light to the mask. It is becoming honest enough for the mask to fall. The new world people speak about will not arrive through performance. It arrives when the vessel itself. Perhaps awakening begins when attention stops running long enough to see who has been moving it.
A whole universe of drama, born from sensations passing through a fragile animal, trying to survive long enough to call itself someone.
All orbiting the same unseen hunger. It is a carousel of ghosts. As Jesus said in the Gospel of Thomas, the dead are not living, and the living will not die.